video, I will be following a recipe that I picked up from one of my Optimum Wellness magazines. So this is the recipe here. And this recipe comes from Ayesha Curry's The Full Plate cookbook. So this is one of her holiday drink recipes that I'm going to make here. So what you're going to need for this recipe is pomegranate juice, pomegranate seeds, and any champagne of your choice, and also some rosemary. Now there's two parts to this recipe. The first thing we're going to be doing is making the rosemary simple syrup. So here is all of the ingredients for the simple syrup. So you will need half a cup of water, half a cup of sugar, 1 cinnamon stick, 1 star anise, 2 cardamom pods, 2 small rosemary sprigs. And this is what the drink looks like. It looks very delicious. So the first thing that I'm going to do is prepare the simple syrup. So I have my saucepan prepared. So I'm going to start here. And the champagne that I decided to use for mine was the sparkling rosé. And I just picked this up from a local market. I'm also going to be using light brown sugar. I've got my rosemary sprigs. I've got 1 whole pomegranate, and I'm going to extract the seeds from here. You're not going to need very many. Then I also have the Palm Wonderful pomegranate juice. Then I have some green cardamom pods. I've got cinnamon sticks. And I also have some star anise seeds. So the next thing I'm going to do here is go ahead and cut open my pomegranate. And I just placed my cutting board inside of a plastic bag, just so that my white cutting board doesn't get stained. So I'm going to cut this open. And pomegranate is very messy, so I'm going to make sure that I keep everything on this bag. And I'm just going to take out some of the seeds. And I'm just going to store them in a Ziploc bag. As you can see here, this one has a lot of seeds. So I'm just going to pull these out of there. So what I'm going to do here is start off with the half a cup of water. And then I'm going to add in the half cup of sugar, and I'm going to stir those two together until the sugar dissolves, according to this recipe. So I've got half a cup of water. And I'm going to go ahead and add half a cup of brown sugar. As it states here, you're just going to want to stir that until the sugar dissolves. So I'm going to continue stirring here, and as you can see, the sugar is dissolving. So I'm going to go ahead and add in my other ingredients. So I'm gonna go ahead and add one cinnamon stick. And these are the 6-inch cinnamon sticks. I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there. And I'm gonna turn this on low, just so it doesn't burn. Then I'm going to add in, it says here only 2 cardamom pods, but I'm just going to add in a little bit more than that. Just a small handful. And it smells really good, very fresh. I'm going to go ahead and add the star anise seeds. And I'm just going to add in a few. And I'm going to continue to stir here. And it's very simple, very easy. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some of the rosemary. So just a small sprig. And I'm going to go ahead and let this sit on low heat just to ensure that the herbs infuse into the syrup. And then once that is done infusing, I'm going to strain out the herbs, and then I'll move on to the next step of putting the drink together. So the next step for this recipe is going to be to strain the simple syrup and start putting together the drink. I have a plastic cup here that I'm going to use, and on the recipe, the best way to mix this drink according to her recipe is by using a champagne flute. However, I'm just going to do it a little more simple and mix it together into this cup. So I have a small container here that I'm going to put the syrup into. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove the cinnamon stick since it's the largest. I will go ahead and strain this out. And what I don't strain into this small container, I'm going to use for this drink. As you can see here, I have a pretty decent amount, so I'm going to save it. So that's pretty much it for the simple syrup. Very quick, very easy. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of what is in the pan. And I will set that aside. So that's about as much as I will use for this. Then you're just gonna go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of pomegranate seeds. And I've already removed all of the seeds from my pomegranate. So I'm just going to use 1 teaspoon. Approximately about 8 seeds. Then it says you'll need a 1/2 ounce of pomegranate juice. And then you're going to top the rest of it off with your champagne of choice. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in the champagne. Nice and bubbly. And what you can do is use the leftover cardamom pods from the syrup that you strained out and just add those into the drink. And you can add more or less of the pomegranate seeds. I'm just gonna add a few more. And garnish with the rosemary sprig. And that's pretty much it for this recipe. I'm excited to give it a try. This is my first time making it. I'm just going to give it a quick stir here with my straw. And I'm going to give it a taste. And that is actually very refreshing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up. Comment and subscribe to my channel for more DIYs, recipes, and reviews.